Another 5-minute mystery. See if you can
Just
solve
one more
the case
block
before
and you'll
the
behold
end
the
of
Brooks
the program.
household.
It just doesn't seem possible. It's been so long. You and Dorothy married with a place of your own.
Only too bad you haven't taken advantage of the old Brooks hospitality sooner.
Well, I'm here now, and I intend on having a perfectly wonderful time.
Now here we are.
Oh, what a charming place.
Dorothy's probably on needles and pins waiting for me and you to get here. Darling, it's Jim. Here's Alice.
Jim, look, there on the living room floor.
What? Where?
It's Dorothy.
Mr. Brooks, I'm afraid you and Miss Manning will have to submit to some routine questions.
I'll be happy to help in any way I can.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, Mr. Brooks, while we're waiting for some information I phoned for, I want you to tell me exactly what happened this morning.
There's nothing much to tell. Both my wife and I were very excited, except Alice, that is. Miss Manning here to visit us from Chicago.
And you were there all morning?
Miss Manning's train arrived and I came out.
I had written to Miss Brooks to tell her that I would...
Well, that remains to be seen. Apparently, Miss Brooks was sitting here in this chair putting red polish on her fingernails, but she was shot from behind. The polish was spilled all over the carpet, and she was still holding the tiny brush in her hand. She must have recognized her attacker, and since she did not die until she printed these three initials on the floor, DOC.
DOC? I wish we could tell what those initials was trying to reveal.
You're sure you don't know anyone whose name would fit that?
Positive. I can't.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Manning. Can you think of anybody with those initials?
Well, DOC spells Doc, and it's Mr. Brooks' nickname.
Why, it can't be.
Yes, Mr. Brooks.
I haven't been called Doc in over 2 years. It was a nickname that I picked up in school. My wife didn't like the name, so I never used it. No one in New York even knows me by Doc. You gotta believe me, Inspector. It's the truth.
Well, that we'll see. Just a minute. Hello, yes, Grady, yes. I see. Well, it's sued up anyway, thanks. Manning for the murder of Miss Brooks. In a moment, we'll hear, but... No, Miss Manning, it wasn't DOC. I'm arresting you, Miss Manning, for the murder of Dorothy Brooks. Well, you both will be happy to know your little murder is solved.
Oh, then it wasn't Doc after all.
Hello, yes, Grady, yes, I see. Well, it's so late, Miss Manning. That phone call just verified the fact. You came out here, murdered Miss Brooks, returned to the station, and called Mr. Brooks to pick you up. That wasn't what really gave you away, though, Miss Manning. Too bad you didn't know Mr. Brooks was no longer called DOC when you printed those letters on the carpet. The next time you leave a name as a clue to throw suspicion, you better get the name right. But of course, there won't be a next time, will there, Miss Manning? Join us again next time for another chance to solve a 5-minute mystery.